Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest, Red Rising Trilogy of novels, is being compared to the blockbuster Hunger Games. The latest book in the series is titled Morning Star, and we welcome to AM Northwest its author, Pierce Brown. First of all, Pierce, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
And I appreciate you just came here directly from the airport. So
I did,
you
yeah,
just
I thought I could sneak in.
Yeah,
so,
good.
Yeah.
We like that. So let's talk about your success. 3 years, 3 novels, and now big screen.
It's been a lot of fun. I was fortunate enough to find partners at Universal Studios to do the adaptation for the movie. And Mark Forster, the director of World War Z, is set to direct.
This is awesome.
It's pretty cool,
now,
yeah.
You're how old now?
I'm 28 now.
28. And when you sold your first book, it was 23.
I guess I was 22 when I wrote it, 23
Wow.
when I sold it, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I'd written 6 books before then that had not done particularly well. And so I couldn't find representation.
Yeah.
And then finally I did, and that was when I was down in LA.
Okay, tell me about the series.
So the series is about a young man named Darrow who's fighting a war for love. And it's about his journey against an oppressive regime that has controlled the solar system.
Okay.
And it's about infiltrating the upper ranks in order to bring them down from the inside.
Is this like survival of the fittest kind of thing?
To a degree, so yeah, that's
okay.
a comparison where Hunger Games comes in, but a
Right.
lot of people also compare it to Game of Thrones or Star
Right.
Wars. Yeah, so I'd say Star Wars meets Game of Thrones in terms of the aesthetic.
Okay, and
Yeah.
now Darrow, your main character, where do you get your inspiration for him?
A lot of music and a lot of driving. So I think best when I'm outside my house, when I'm driving, late at night, or when I'm hiking or something like that. And so when I lived up in Seattle for several years, it was amazing being able to have access to the outdoors all the time.
Right.
And then to go in LA and sit in a little cubicle, was a bit different. But I was able to brainstorm a lot of that when I was, out hiking with friends, actually.
Okay, but usually when we have authors on, a lot of the inspiration for some of the characters comes from within. Is any of it you?
I think to a degree every character is you, which is bad because some of my characters are sociopaths. So I don't know exactly what that says about me.
Well, we all have that dark side.
I think like Darth Vader's a little bit of George Lucas before he gets his coffee in the morning, or
There
before
you
he
go.
gets his Snickers.
Exactly.
Exactly. And so I think that a part of it comes from me. I moved around a lot when I was a kid. I lived in 8 states. And moving around like that, you're always breaking into a new social group.
Right.
And that's a lot of what my character does, is he breaks into new social groups. And that's why high schoolers have liked this book, I think, is because it looks at cliques and then it analyzes power and how people use it against one another.
Right. And your mom was president of Fisher Broadcasting.
She was,
yeah. So that's what we kind of feel like family here. So part of the reason is her job moved you around a lot.
Yeah.
And so that meant you were around the broadcasting field a lot.
I'm really good at the green screen, yeah. I can tell the weather like no one's business.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you think being around this business influenced any of your writing or your creativity?
Yeah, I think to a degree. I mean, it showed me the world, and I was able to see all different parts of the country. That many states, you really get to see kind of a sampling of America.
Right.
But also, when you're seeing TV, you're seeing around creative people. You're around things, the dynamic atmosphere. And, when you're in a TV station as a kid, you're just running around looking at people doing important things.
Right.
And that's inspiring, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, being behind the scenes.
I think it was your dad that said in an article that he used to let you dig holes in the backyard, and you'd come up with stories to describe why that hole was here or something
Well, I don't think
that.
they knew what else to do with me.
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to play video games for a long time
Oh,
growing
really?
up. No TV, no video games. And then basically my parents had to play board games with me. That was kind of the rule. But then when I wanted to play Risk, 3-4 hours a day, they finally just gave me a computer game. I think my mom got me a PlayStation, and my dad was so upset.
Yo, that's so
he was
funny.
at Christmas, he was just like, and then he realized how much more free time he had, and he loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would dig holes in the backyard.
And you'd come up with stories.
Yeah, well, I lived in a couple places where we had like Revolutionary War battlefields in Guilford County, North Carolina, and I was able to find musket balls back there. And then I'd feel so guilty that I had a musket ball, so I'd take it to the park rangers because my dad was teaching me personal responsibility. So I'd take it to the park rangers, and the park ranger would say, "Son, I'm going to let you keep that one." And so I thought I was super honest when I was like 5 years old, and that I was going to keep all the musket balls in the world if I did that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now as you're getting older, what shows influenced you? What books influenced you?
I mean, I'm a fanatical Game of Thrones fan. I love Star Wars.
So
I
this
think
is
I grew up
huge
on
for
that.
you then to have this movie deal.
It's pretty amazing.
I mean, the book deal is also incredible.
Yeah, but it's wonderful getting to work with people from who are behind the camera and other types of creatives. I mean, the book world is fun, but it's a very insular thing. You're doing it very quietly with yourself. Or by yourself, and then you have these directors and producers and cinematographers, all who are creative and amazing at what they do. And then you get to learn from them and then see your vision through their eyes.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, why do you think the appeal for young people?
I think that Red Rising, the first book in the trilogy, Red Rising has the game mentality.
Yeah.
It's like a horrible game of capture the flag gone awry. But it also talks about the cliques. It talks about the high school idea of things. And, you know, it's a lot like Harry Potter, too, where part of the cool thing was having a home like Hogwarts.
Right.
You know, you felt that coziness. And in the Red Rising world, you feel that same sort of coziness with certain areas, you know, with the Institute, where is a place where the kids go. And it feels familiar while having a new story to tell.
Oh, fantastic. Now, let's say, well, are you doing any of the screenplay? Are you doing the screenplay?
Yeah, I did the first 2 drafts for Universal.
Wow, that's great.
It's really fun.
So who do you hope plays Darrow?
I don't get to?
Oh, well,
no,
okay.
I'm kidding. I think that Darrow's going to be hard. It's going to be, you know, you're going to find out who he is when he walks into the room for the casting.
Okay.
You know,
You'll
it'll
just
be
see him.
the sense of presence he has more so than the work he's done before.
Right.
You know, for other characters, it'd be fun to populate, like they did in the Hunger Games, the older characters around him would be names you'd recognize, but it'd be more fun for him to be almost an undiscovered actor.
I think that would be great.
And wouldn't it be fun then to have this undiscovered actor then lead you through this foreign world, you know?
Yeah.
And that was what was wonderful about Hunger Games with Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
Is getting to see a whole new world through this young and up-and-coming actor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the new book is Morning Star. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so
that's
much.
so
It's
exciting.
great to be in Portland.
Absolutely. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.